I used to internalize everybody's feelings around me. Like if somebody, like even like these days, like I still do that a little bit. Like if my roommate comes into the kitchen and like there's a part of me is just like, oh, like I want to be on good terms at all times, and he's just minding his own business, like reading, like listening to like an audiobook, and he's just not like excited to fucking connect right there, and just noticing within me like, oh, like, is he mad at me? But I know he's not, like, at all. Like, he's busy working on things that he's passionate about and that he loves to do. And sometimes he's up, sometimes he's just, like, just chilling, minding his business. But the old version of me would completely catastrophize this normal human experience. Like, allow someone just to be a human. And I hope people allow me to be human as well. I think I'm a personality or a person that kind of like exists like within, like I get projected upon. Yeah. Like good, bad, or indifferent. Like people internalize what they think that I am. There's very few relationships that are like this, that are like a couple of other people that I'm actually close to. But largely it's kind of just like, oh yeah, there's that guy that I see or hear about and whatnot. But there's not a real experience that people actually have, because like I don't really go out and do shit like outside of like spending time here trying to build this collective, doing wellness stuff or being at home or nature or whatever. But like I'm not out here. I'm not in the streets. Not at Lulu Bar. Hey, nothing against Lulu Bar. Great place. Go ahead.
I call it gotcha energy. I think people spend so much time trying to be like, I gotcha. You broke the rule, rather than let me hear this person out. When you spend that time with, I'm about to catch this person, you lose the opportunity to not agree with the person, but just have an understanding of where they're coming from. Everyone in this world is going to be right to a certain extent, but it's almost kind of like, how bad do you want to be right? Or I've learned I'm not going to be expending a lot of my energy trying to get people to see something. If you know, you know. But also, I'm not going to rant and rave. I want to be able to have a conversation like this with you, where we have similar views, competing views, because I think people are just waiting to say, you didn't say that thing, rather than, why do you think this person is trying to say and convey this to you? Because at the end of the day, going back to the three things I said, self, community, and family, I don't know a human yet that doesn't want all three of those things, and to be seen, known, and heard in that. And when you deny a human or person an opportunity to talk about that experience, you're robbing that person of their natural state of wanting to be a human. So let me hear why you feel like that's being infringed upon.
For sure. Yeah, anyone who's trying to like cancel or disrupt someone's ability to be heard is largely not even a part of a community anyways. Like they're not even like, they're projecting like their feeling of lack in not having a connection. It's like, oh, this person did this thing wrong or whatever. It's like, all right, from what vantage point are you? Like, are you surrounded by people that love you? Are you expending your energy on things that you're passionate about? Because if you were, you wouldn't have the time to talk about somebody else over there that's doing things.
And are you having that same visceral reaction for when you make a mistake? And 9 times out of 10, I don't think people are.
No, well, no one's taking full responsibility for their mistakes. Exactly. Like, they're just sweeping it under the rug and hope that nobody saw it. They're like, nobody saw it? All right, cool. I'm just going to continue going on. And when people mess up, it's like, it's just a part of life. Like, it's not like people have fucked up. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a very human thing of you. Yeah, that's a very human thing. It doesn't go anything beyond that. It's like, oh, wow, I didn't know that humans were capable of that. It's like, oh, I know what humans are capable of. Like, I've seen it for a very long time, what people are capable of. Some things just do not make fucking sense to me and how I choose to move through the world. But nevertheless, those things happen. But am I going to sit here and just dwell on someone in their process of coming back to some level of truth and integrity? Like, that's kind of like what we're all here to do, is like finding connection, finding community, family. But yeah, like what can you do?
And that's what I had to learn over this last 2 to 3 years and be okay with that. Rob makes mistakes, and
Not a lot of them, but it's like they happen.
I make a lot of it. I make mistakes, and that's a part of life, and that's a part of being human.